So Flash with the siege tanks might be able to really do a number on Best that way. And it looks like he is going to actually push out a little bit. I don't think he's pushing out for an attack. I think he's just pushing out to establish a little bit farther ground down from his base to secure that top right expansion. Doesn't quite have the support troops to go for a main attack right now. I haven't seen how many factories he has, but I don't think he has enough factories to really pump out the forces either. Anyway, Best has that bottom left base going. He's sending some probes down there now, and he's just starting to macro up as well. A Wraith is out. Nice. Wraith is out, just chilling around, just in case of shuttles, I guess. A little bit strange to have the Wraith around with the Goliaths in the mix. I guess the Wraith can chase down shuttles better if they're running around on the different ridges. There are a lot of ridges on this map. I wouldn't say this is a carrier map though, because the middle of this map is so open. There's lots of ridges between the expansions, but the middle is just a huge open ground. I mean, there's a lot of like gaps and stuff like that. You can see on the minimap right now there's these little black spots where there's gaps, but in general things are very, very open for Goliath to move around and what have you. There's that dropship. I was wondering if there was going to be dropship in play. He's getting the control tower anyway, I think, for to get some vessels out just in case. It's good to have some EMP on hand just for fun. And it looks like Best may be onto this. I don't know if he saw that dropship with an observer, but he's sending a few Dragoons to the back here. It looks like they are going to get here in time to fend this off. And Flash, I think, sees it and falls back. Does not waste that dropship. Good idea. It's something I think that that 4GG should have done a little bit more of. Best was facing the Zerg. Okay, so I just remembered what I was talking about earlier when I had my complete brain fart. Okay, so Bisu was the one that faced 4GG. I don't know why I was thinking that Best was facing 4GG. So it actually doesn't make sense that they would send in Best, because Bisu just dominated a Terran. Anyway, Best faced Hoja, the Zerg player, so he's not even on that TVZ stretch. Anyway, here he comes in with a dropship again. Takes a couple hits from that cannon, but he's actually going to drop out a tank and a couple of vultures. Shuttle's in play, so he's going to be able to drop on top of this tank, but he's just going to pick the tank right back up again. A good thought, if he hadn't had that shuttle in play, the pylon wall would have actually protected that tank. It would have been able to shell the Nexus, but didn't quite work out. Oh, Dragoon's trying to pick it off. Is he going to get the forces out? No! He doesn't even drop the tank out. Flash loses the tank and two vultures inside that dropship. Very big loss. Nice play by Best, sneaking those Dragoons around to head off that dropship at the pass. I like that move. Let's see. I think that was 6 factories there for Flash, and Best putting up a couple pylons as a wall on that bottom right base now, the corner base, except there's nothing there to attack yet, so those vultures, despite being able to sneak in, don't do much good. Excuse me. Whoa. So yes, EMP being upgraded, and he's got the Vessel and the Wraith together. That's something that I believe Light kind of started doing, and kind of started a trend of, is get a Vessel and a Wraith, and you can run around chasing down observers and just killing them off, making sure the enemy doesn't have intel on your base and on your mines and that kind of thing. Flash with a lot of tanks rallied up here at his natural expansion. He doesn't have them sieged up at the moment. I like that, because then they're a little bit mobile if an attack happens, if a recall goes down in the main base or in the side base or something like that. It's not going to be a problem. Vessel just kind of running around the middle of the map by itself for some reason. That's kind of strange. And Best actually going in for an attack on the main here. It looks like he's going with an Arbiter leading first. Flash realizes this, sieges up all his tanks, desperately tries to plant down some mines to hold off these Zealots. There's not too many Zealots, but more Zealots coming in from behind. I don't know if he has enough to hold off all of these Zealots coming in here. EMP goes down on the Arbiter, so it's not going to be able to cast the stasis, but it may not matter. There's just not enough vultures. Vultures out in the field are running back, but they're not. Oh no, absolutely disastrous for Flash. Flash could actually go down in this ace match here. In just a moment, he's got his natural expansion breached. He's trying to set up tanks on the high ground. He's having to pull SCVs off the line. This is horrible. Best with a little bit of a smirk on his face. Vultures are coming in to reinforce. The Vultures coming in from behind. Looks like they are going to clean up those Dragoons. He's barely, I think, going to hold this off. Look at this. He's having to D-Matrix the Vulture in front of the tank. It's such a desperate defense going on right now. I think he is barely going to be able to hold this off. There's the KT team not looking happy at all as some more Dragoons waltz into this other expansion in the top right. He may be forced to lift that soon. Flash is in real trouble now. He just lost all of his tanks. He just has no way of retaliating right now. Best is getting another base up in the bottom right. He's finally retaking control of his expansion. Oh no, the Dragoons are going to take out... Oh, the Dragoons take out the Wraith, so he can't even take out the Arbor with it. And these few Dragoons are just slaughtering these SCVs in this new expansion. I think he might... Well, I don't know if he'd be better off running those SCVs out of the way than attacking the Dragoons. But Flash is in real trouble. And look at this. Best is not letting up. He is known as an aggressive player. He is not going to let up the pressure. He's sending in more forces up north here. I think Flash will have had time to reinforce, though. He's trying to retake this top right expansion, though. Sending in the SCVs first. He needs to be careful that those Dragoons don't kill off those tanks. Oh no, he manages, barely to kill off those Dragoons. He needs to kill off those Dragoons, turn around and siege up and protect that ramp immediately and somehow protect his expansion as well. Flash trying to perform a miracle here, trying to attack, trying to defend both spots at once with just a handful of units. Siege tanks on the high ground, though, are going to be able to do a lot of good, especially if he can get some SCVs on that ramp. Is he going to be able... No! Flash, run back up the ramp! Run back up and siege! Protect the small choke! Oh no! This is horrible. Yes, there he's going. What is he doing with these SCVs? That's very strange. I'm not sure why he decided to run those SCVs out of that base. Because I think he had it re-secured. Maybe they had gone to mine, actually. He may have just not ever dragged them out of their mining for that top right base. Okay, never mind. He doesn't have it secured. There's still a couple forces up there. Looks like he's going to secure it in just a moment, though. Flash needs to do something to get back into this game right now. He needs to just... I don't know, get a bunch of Vultures out and kill every probe or something. I have no idea what he can do right now, but he is in trouble. He's barely held off this major attack, and Best has not stopped macroing in the midst of it all. He has just been building up all kinds of forces. Flash has retaken that top right expansion. I think it was a little bit of a gambit to concentrate to attack both the top right and his natural at the same time, but Flash needs to defend here. He had his Vultures all out in the middle of the field, in the middle of the map, and may have lost the game because of it, because he didn't have the Vultures to support his tanks. They were all out running around, and they were not in his main base. And oh, look at this, a recall on top of those tanks. Some Zealots in the mix as well. There's a vessel there. He's going to be able to spot these cloaked units, but more units coming in from the top as well. Flash doesn't have a chance to siege up. He's just desperately trying to fight off these Zealots in the front. Shuttles running in, going to get picked off by that Goliath, but so many Dragoons running in, it may not even matter. And Flash GG's! Flash... I think... No! What happened? He hasn't GG'd. Why did Best take his hands off the keyboard triumphantly? He hasn't GG'd yet, but Flash talking to himself saying, oh my gosh, this is bad. He's desperately trying to hold the top here. Best is like, get out of my game, I got this one, come on. He's like, get out already. He knows he has this one right now. Flash is not giving up yet. This is the ace match of the first match of the season. He does not want to give up the very first map of this brand new Pro League season. After his team has fought and was up 3-1 and 3-2 and at 3-3, and Best is like annoyed now. Oh my gosh, is he going to start doing some BM? There's GG coming from Flash, and Best is ecstatic. Finally gets to celebrate what he's known for a couple minutes now, that he had won the game. Goes out and gives a round of high fives to his entire team and high 10 to his coach. Thumbs up to the camera, well deserved all around congratulations, and he is super excited to beat the master of Brood War, and as he deserves to be. But man, very disappointing though. A little bit disappointing, I guess. Actually, it was a really good game. I guess I shouldn't be disappointed in that, but anyway, very well played. And yeah, I think it just did come down to the fact that, you know, Flash had his Vultures out just roaming around, but a ton of Zealots, a couple dozen Zealots came in to attack his main, and he just didn't. If he had those Vultures there, those Zealots would have melted, and it would have been a completely different story. It would have been a longer macro game. Could have gone either way, but Best just took so much control there that there was no going back. So wow, Flash losing the ace match of the first Pro League match of the season. I know it happened 2 weeks ago as the time that this will get on YouTube, but still, like I said, I wanted to finish this set. I'm going to try and do more Pro League, guys, but it is a somewhat time-consuming task. It's been harder with John747 account down. It's been harder to cast the games quickly, so sorry about that. I'll do what I can, though. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this. Thanks for watching. GG.